Good morning and welcome. And welcome today even to a special guest, Sofia Heigis, Oncopeptides CEO. Welcome, Sofia.
Thank you so much.
Sofia, Oncopeptides is an interesting, very interesting company which is innovating in the field of hematology oncology. But can you explain a little bit about your company and you?
Of course. So thank you for inviting me. My name is Sofia Heigis. I'm a pharmacist by education. I have all my career been within pharma industry. I believe that it's critical for pharma industry together with academia and healthcare to collaborate to really, at the end of the day, be able to make a difference to patients. And my contribution has been across different functions in pharma industry. So I've been working with everything from the sales side, but mostly with medical affairs, preparing launches, gathering insights for the company, setting strategies, but also in regulatory, pharmacovigilance, market ethics. So, and all of that experience I kind of gained at a company called AstraZeneca, which is a much bigger company than Oncopeptides. Oncopeptides, I joined 2020. So I moved from the big pharma industry to a very small company. And Oncopeptides is a company built on Swedish innovation. We originate from research taking place at Karolinska Institute and Akademiska Hospital in Uppsala. And the company was founded back in 2000. And the company has taken several different assets that we have developed in our pipeline, as well as actually into the commercial phase. And I'm certain I will speak more about the research later on. But today, what we're doing is that we're focusing on both research development and commercialization because we have a full approval for one of our products. And we are still originating from Sweden, but we are growing across Europe. So that is who we are. And our mission is really to support patients that has difficulty to treat tumors with new medicines.
It's very interesting. Sophia, as you said, you work for very big companies such as AstraZeneca, and today you are working a very smart biotech company such as Oncopeptides. Why this challenge is so exciting, and what is different in the way in which you are working today compared to the one in the bigger companies?
At Oncopeptides, when I joined, we were focused on a few products and there were no approved products. That means that there were few people, so very close to the patients, to understanding the patients, to the customers, the physicians, payers, regulators, as well as very close to the decisions and setting the strategy for the company. And that is what attracted me to move from big pharma to small biotech, that I feel I can really impact decisions, strategy. And then when I became the CEO, I of course got the full mandate to do so. And still today, even though I'm the CEO of the company, I'm staying very close to the ground, to the field, because that is where the need for our PropNet is, and that is what I need to understand fully.
But Sophia, you told us that you work on many therapeutic areas, but of course today oncology and hematology are the focus. Of course, both on the for the epidemiological side, but of course on related to the cost of this pathology, but especially because there is a very exciting research. There are several new ways to cure the cancer. And New York Times, a couple of years ago, published an article saying that this is the golden age of medicine. And of course, the golden age of medicine is in oncology and hematology. And how is it changing the way in which we cure the cancer?
So I think we are, as you say, we're in a golden age because there is so much advancement. And when I think of cancer cure and moving towards that, that is a very bold ambition. And there are several steps you need to take dependent on the different tumor types. I mean, obviously, we have surgery, we have radiation since many years back. We have chemotherapy since many years back, and we also now have a wealth of immunotherapy. And I think what's most important in today's era of rapid development of many new medicines is targeted and precision medicine. So ensuring that we can be more precise and individualized in our care. And if we come back to our research and where we are operating, we are a company very much focused on the difficult to treat tumors. So we are focused on ensuring that if you are not fully cured, if you advance your disease, you should still be able to get the medicine that is tolerable, that can provide you with maintained quality of life and still give you the proper efficacy. And in many tumor types, you advance from one stage to the other, and each treatment is enabling you to hopefully get a next treatment. And that is how we prolong life and move towards cure or making cancer chronic, which is also a good objective to have, because then it at least not fatal or deadly. So that's how I kind of view the area. And looking at oncopeptides, we are contributing both with doing research on new type of immunotherapy. So we are working with the NK cell engagers in our early stage pipeline. And that's a new way of attacking the tumor, utilizing the natural killer cells of the immune system. And then we have a platform with peptide drug conjugates, which is really a very smart and clever way of distributing chemotherapy or alkylating agents, enabling more late-stage patients to get efficacy as well as tolerability and quality of life. So that's the two platforms that we are doing research on and working with.
It's it's very fascinating. And then because I think last year Nature published an article that told us that we have to stop to name the cancer with the name of the organ. And of course, in this way, immunotherapy and it's one of the bases to develop even more um, personalized treatments and precision medicine. But as you said, you are facing very specific unmet needs, such as the one in the most difficult setting of the cancer, and in with your peculiar point of view, which are actually the most relevant unmet needs in cancer cure, and how we can work all together to solve them.
I think that the highest unmet needs actually start already at diagnosis, and to your point, being able to characterize the tumors. Because if we work together between different disciplines, different type of companies, to be able to understand the tumor, then we can also address the need, because innovation is moving fast. Many companies, just like ours, are really good at finding candidate drugs that are targeting specific targets, but we need to understand where to go. So, I mean, that's a very broad unmet need, but I think if we're talking about actions and how can we really make a difference together, it's about that understanding. The other side of the coin is to also realize when tumors are growing too aggressive, becoming, there are too difficult and complex mutation patterns, because all tumors are different, but many tumors are mutating over time. They are overcoming the medicines, there is resistance developed, and they are becoming very complex to understand. And when you can't understand them, we also need to have complementary medicines that are not that targeted, but still can kind of address the sick cells. So I think, to find this balance between really being targeted and then also really being able to hit hard when you need, and looking at the individual and doing what's best for that specific patient is what we all can support to strive towards. Yeah.
One more question, Sophia. You told that innovation is moving faster, but of course, it's it's moving very, very fast. And the regulatory institution are, in your view, ready to follow this innovation and to accept the innovation and to bring this innovation as much quickly as possible to the patient?
I think that there are always a good intent from authorities, to be honest, both when it comes to central authorities like EMA from a regulatory perspective, as well as local authorities. The intent is always good, and in my experience, we are all striving to make more medicines available to patients. In real life, it doesn't always happen, and there we have to support each other to improve. And what I think is most important there is that we are not looking at all, if we take oncology, hematology, all different tumor types exactly the same way. Because as they are so different, you need to study them different, you need to conclude what's important for that specific patient population, and based on that kind of both approve and price the drug. So I think we are good, but we can always get better, and it's a joint effort and collaboration.
Thanks, Sophia. It's really interesting to hear you, and it's exciting the journey that you're doing with the oncopeptides. So, congratulations for this journey, and we look forward even to see your new success.
Thank you so much, and have a nice day.
Thanks. Bye.